learn to trust people. And it starts with trusting yourself, knowing that you can do it. Then you find your entertainment attorney. Then you find your accountant, and then you find your manager, because then your manager actually has something to manage. You know what I'm saying? And also, the manager is not your financier. He can't pay your rent. She can't pay your car note. She's not supposed to put you in the studio. You do that yourselves. Because at that point, you have something to manage, and then you know what you want to do because you're on the creative side. The last thing I want to mention is that every time I talk to someone, they're saying, "Oh, Doc, I want a record deal." Run from the record deal as long as you possibly can. But record deals can be detrimental to your health. I'm telling you, I was pulling plugs out my head. I was stuck in a deal for 4 long years. The grace of God, I had a 2-album guarantee, and I had a gag order. I hope I don't get sued. But Polygram and Universal merged, and I created this guy named Darrell Henderson. I didn't have a lawyer. I negotiated my own deal. I had a 2-album guarantee. They did 1 album on me. Universal was trying to drop me for the 2nd album. They couldn't. They had to break me off $1.5 million. They're not doing those deals anymore. That was back in 1998. They're not doing, because I took my time. I understood what I was getting into. That's most important. Don't jump in head first and then crack your damn neck. You're gonna die. You're gonna drown. And that's just real talk. And find a manager who cares. I'm an attorney manager that actually cares about the artist. I've never worked for a major label, and the reason why, because I didn't want people to come and say, "Oh, Tracy, I did you a favor, do me a favor and give this shitty deal to this client of yours." There's too many shitty deals out there as it is. And that's all I can say about that, people.
We'd be here all night if I went down the list of shit to look out for.
Top 2.
Wow. I think the most important thing, if you are going to get a deal, and I'm with you, fuck a deal. I'm so with you on that. You know? Sorry, label guy. That's it. That money is not free, I like that. Yeah, you want it back with interest, don't you? That's real. Leverage is really, really, really important. And just getting radio spins does not get you a good record deal. It doesn't even guarantee that you're going to come out if you get signed. Leverage is sales. Leverage is when you come to the label and you say, "I've already got a fan base in place, and here's some proof." Because they went and bought my album for $10 a pop from the local stores in my region.
Wendy, what's the proof? What's quantified?
SoundScan is a barcode that goes on the back of your CD.
Barcode.
That when you go to buy the record in the store, they scan it across their little scanner thing, and it rings up somewhere in New York, in I think it was White Plains, at a company called SoundScan. And then every Wednesday, people like me and record labels can pull up SoundScan and see who's selling what where. And it kind of sucks because it means that you don't necessarily need talent to get a deal. I think Master P is one of the least talented people I've ever seen in my life. But his deal was outstanding. He had ownership. His deal was outstanding. And while he has sold 50 million records, one of my favorite rappers, Razkaz, who's incredibly lyrical, has sold 50,000 copies. I think I bought 10,000 for my damn self. There you go. Look for someone that can help you negotiate your deal. Entertainment attorneys are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. An entertainment attorney who is well connected and is experienced at doing deals is somebody that you want to have on your team whenever somebody hands you paperwork. So make sure you get one that's trustworthy, one that knows what they're doing, and one that has done the type of deal that you're seeking. Not your uncle, not your real estate attorney, not your criminal attorney, and not the boy down the block. I realize that there is no drug money in the music business. So indulge me as I waste my breath. If you are a dope boy and you are in this music industry, please make sure you protect yourself, because the feds are up in this bitch like a motherfucker. So if you have disposable money and you think it's smart to rent a helicopter for Summer Jam for the local radio station and dump said money out of the helicopter, or if you think it's smart to buy $60,000, $70,000 worth of billboards in downtown Tampa,
and you only claim $12,000 on your income tax return,
please understand that you're going to get that knock on the door that you don't want to have.
hello, Mr. Smith.
So either seek professional guidance, that's if they knock, they do have battering rams, either seek professional guidance or learn how this business works and come at it correctly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Whitney Day, put your hands together. That's real talk right there. Church.
And please, this is a disclaimer about the D-Boys. I don't know how people make their money. But however, there are the such thing called offshore accounts. Learn about it. That's all.
Yes. Okay.
I actually met once in a small town called Tyler, Texas. And there's not shit else around it. And the reason I got noticed, and how you'll get noticed in Tampa, is to become very knowledgeable about the industry, and not just go to music conventions. Go to a wireless convention, go to the magic show, meet people, and let them know if you're trying to sell products in Tampa to black people from 18 to 24, I have an avenue for you to expose your products through music. Ooh. That's how you do it. I mean, you go out and you tell people, if you're trying to touch this demographic, and Tampa's an important market to you, here's how you do it. And if Tampa is not an important market to you, here's why it should be an important market to you. Watson I met because he sold CDs out of my record store, and we just formed a relationship, and he was like, I think you can add to my team. But before I could help his team, I had to be knowledgeable of the business overall.
Anyone else for Tampa?
Yeah, start in Tampa, take a map, start in Tampa, draw a circle, like a 5-hour driving range around Tampa, draw it on the map. Every town that falls within that circle is your market. You want to go and spend time in each one of those places. Don't just focus on Tampa alone.
Wow.
Be a little bit more regional, okay? So now you're going up to, what's 5 hours? Mobile? 5 hours from here? Somebody?
Miami, Jacksonville.
There we go.
Yeah,
South Georgia.
Go as thorough as you can afford to go. You may only be able to do a 3-hour circle because of your budget. You know, or maybe you can do a 7-hour circle because of your budget. It just depends on what you're able to afford, and blitz the shit out of that area. Be the man in that area. Make sure everybody knows who you are and what you do. Posters, flyers, go to all the clubs, perform anywhere you can, even if it's in front of 5 people. Make the most you can out of that area. Now you're not a local artist, you're a regional artist.
And 50 Cent and G Unit was a movement. That's how come 50 was at one point able to call for the record, and then everybody wanted to run and play the shit. It wasn't because it was good, it was because they believed in the movement. And I think that that's the missing part and the missing element that artists, labels, management, a lot of people are missing. It's not about a record. Plenty of motherfuckers had a record. D for L had a record. Alright? Laugh all you want, but that motherfucker sold some ringtones. Alright? But what came after? Nothing, because there was no momentum behind it. There was no movement. So I think, you know, much like what Wendy was saying, you get that circle, you become a regional artist. You really cannot forget about where you come from first. And it goes right back to what Bigger was saying. Like, we really have to look within first if you're really expecting something majorly to happen for this area.